Do you ever find yourself at the end of an exhausting day, drained both physically and emotionally? Tasks that were once manageable now feel like overwhelming challenges, and the relentless demands of life are wearing you down. If this sounds familiar, you might be facing burnout. I'm Jess, a psychotherapist and clinical director at the Optimum Health Clinic. And in this video, we'll uncover what burnout is, how to spot its signs, and most importantly, how to recover. So let's dive deeper into understanding burnout. Burnout isn't just feeling tired or stressed out. It's when feelings of exhaustion and overwhelm creep in and hang around for weeks or even months and start to impact every aspect of your life. Recognising the type of burnout and the signs of burnout is the first step in taking care of yourself and preventing it from taking over. So what are the types to look out for? There are several types and I can't cover them all in this video. So today we'll be looking at individual burnout, where the stress and pressure comes from within the person, occupational burnout, which is associated with workplace stress, and interpersonal burnout, where the stress load of relationships with family, friends and work colleagues and a lack of community and connections is the cause. So within these three types of burnout, there are lots of factors which contribute to the variation in the lived experience of it. These include, but aren't limited to, gender, age, a person's neurotype, and the context within which the burnout occurs. So now that we've covered the types of burnout to look out for, let's take a look at the signs and symptoms. First off, let's look at the physical symptoms. You might notice you're feeling tired all the time, even after a full night's sleep. You might have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, or you might wake up feeling more tired than when you went to bed. Headaches, stomach aches, and other aches and pains might become regular visitors too. Then there's the emotional side of things. Burnout leaves you feeling emotionally exhausted, irritable, frustrated, and overwhelmed. You might find yourself snapping at friends, family, or co-workers over little things, or you might feel like you just can't shake that sense of sadness or helpless hopelessness. There can also be a feeling of depersonalization, which is where you feel disconnected from your thoughts, feelings, and your body. And then there's the mental side of burnout. It can seriously affect your ability to concentrate and make decisions. You might find yourself forgetting things more often or struggling to stay focused on tasks. You feel like your brain just can't keep up with everything going on around you. You forget people's names and find yourself getting stuck in the middle of a sentence, unable to find the next word. Experiencing one or two of these symptoms every now and then is totally normal. We all have days when things get on top of us. But if you're noticing several of these signs and they're lingering for weeks or even months, it's time to take a step back and reassess how you're taking care of yourself. Understanding burnout isn't just about recognising its signs, it's also about connecting those signs to our own experiences. So take a moment now to consider, are there any signs that I've been talking about that resonate with you? This reflection can be a crucial first step in addressing burnout in your life. The research, which is largely based on occupational burnout in the helping professions, has found that it's the emotional exhaustion component of burnout that's most linked to negative impact on health. Now that we understand the significant impact of emotional exhaustion on health, let's delve deeper into this crucial aspect of burnout. To understand emotional exhaustion, let's firstly look at what emotions actually are. Emotions are physical and mental states brought on by neurophysiological changes. Basically, neurochemicals are released in the brain in response to a stimulus. It's automatic and instantaneous, and the effects are felt as sensations in the body, with correlating thoughts showing up in the mind. Emotions are vital to our survival. They're like a compass that we can follow, pointing us towards things we want more of and away from things we don't like or are not good for us. Anger, for example, lets us know when a boundary's been crossed, so we need to take action. Sadness shows us what really matters to us and what we don't want to lose. So they serve a really important function. Emotions are designed to come, be, and go, much like a wave, delivering the important communication that we need, and then settling and shifting, ready for the next stimulus. Emotional exhaustion happens when this cycle does not complete and a person gets stuck in an emotional state, often at the peak of the wave. This can happen for a variety of reasons. It might be that you're constantly being exposed to the same situation that activates the emotion. For example, in a work environment with relentless, unachievable deadlines, or in a relationship as a parent or partner where you're trying to get everything perfectly right for the other person. It could also be that you're in fact completely ignoring the emotion, and in doing so, you're not letting it come, be and go, but rather come, be and get louder and more intense, a bit like what happens when someone's knocking on the door and you don't answer it. They'll knock louder until they're acknowledged. It could also be that you're afraid of the emotions and sensations, so the brain responds to this fear by releasing a whole new set of neurochemicals as it perceives the feeling as a threat. So then you've got a wave upon a wave. Fortunately, there are practical strategies for addressing burnout and boosting resilience. Let's use an analogy to help you understand emotional exhaustion better and regain your energy and motivation in life. I want you to imagine you're a car with a dashboard covered in different lights. Just like an actual car, there's a fuel and water gauge. Often, even these basic needs for nutrition and hydration drop to the bottom of the priority list for achiever and helper types. There are also other lights, which include a person's basic needs, including one for physiological safety, emotional safety, one for love and belonging, a light for self-esteem, and another one for a sense of purpose and meaning. Emotional exhaustion doesn't happen all of a sudden. It may be that day after day, the fuel tank's been flashing on almost empty, and you've been pushing on, thinking I'll just get this or that done, and then I'll rest. The light that signifies a lack of safety may have been coming on and off that dashboard for weeks, but again you ignore this in order to attain your next achievement or help other people. The light that shines when you've not had meaningful connection and a sense of belonging is blinking, and the self-esteem gauge is so tied to achieving or helping or getting things just right that it's never actually in the right range because nothing is ever enough. Right now, in burnout, all those lights are asking for your attention. Just resting is not enough. That's like pulling into a lay-by. The car won't start working effectively again until all those warning lights have been noticed and attended to. Addressing everything that needs your attention will take time, patience, and most of all, self-compassion. Your body, or the car, has been doing its best for a very long time. It now needs you to notice and appreciate it. So start with basic nutrition and hydration. The whole system's been depleted due to repeated stresses, and it needs proper nourishment. Now that we've explored the impact of burnout, let's turn to the research to discover the most effective strategies for dealing with it. The most important factor in resolving burnout is completing the stress cycles that have been activated but not completed. Remember the wave of emotion, which is designed to come, be and go. All the stress chemicals from those relentless waves need to be shifted in order to move the body from a state of stressed exhaustion into a state of calm so it can heal. Here's just a few ideas that research has proven to help. Number 1, moving. Moving our bodies is one of the most effective ways to complete the stress cycle. Whether it's going for a walk, dancing around the room, practicing yoga, physical activity helps to release tension and boost mood. Number 2, connection. Connecting with others is another powerful way to complete the stress cycle. Reach out to friends or family members for a chat, a hug, even a virtual hangout. Sharing our feelings and experiences with others can provide comfort and support, helping us feel less alone. A hug with someone we feel safe with has been shown in research to reduce stress chemicals in as little as 20 seconds. Number 3, mindfulness. Practicing mindful techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation can help calm the mind and body, reducing stress levels and promoting a sense of inner peace and calm. Number 4, self-care. Taking time for self-care activities that nourish and replenish us is essential for completing the stress cycle. This can include indulging in a hobby you love or simply spending time in nature. Number 5, creativity. Engaging in creative activities, such as painting, writing, or playing music, have been shown by research to be another effective way of completing stress cycles, allowing us to process and move through stress more effectively. So whichever type of burnout you're experiencing, whether it's individual from pressures that you put on yourself, occupational from workout, or interpersonal due to stressful relationships, try these activities to complete the stress cycle. And when you get back out on the road of life again, keep an eye on those dashboard lights. They're there to help you maintain a healthy, balanced life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more integrative and evidence-based content.